All right, so it looks like the link is working. When you come into the room, go ahead and say hello in the chat. If you're on the replay, share the room and you can tap on the link at the top so that you will take a look at what we are talking about today. This is a very important topic. Hello. If you'd like to come up to the stage, go ahead and raise your hand and I'll bring you up. My name is Dominique Prosper. I'm the host and creator of the club. So glad to see you today. And, we all want clients on demand and, just maybe an effortless way to deliver what it is that we do. So that's what we talk about here in this club. So welcome in. I know we all work hard enough doing what we do. And imagine if you had to do that plus, continue the hours working on your business, after the day is over. That's what I faced for quite a while back in the day as I started to pivot from teaching full time in a school to deciding that, of course, I need to build an online business because how was I ever going to get off this hamster wheel? If you've been on a hamster wheel, you know what I'm talking about. It's the 15, 20, 25 years of doing the same thing and not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. How is this going to turn into, my next, right? When you think that way, it starts to dawn on you that, oh, well, I've got whatever I've built up, Social Security or savings. And then you realize none of that is going to keep up with your desires, first of all, right? What you want out of life. And it probably won't keep up with inflation either, but uh, that's another conversation. But we definitely know it's not going to keep up with our desires because we have kids, they're going to have kids, and we've got nieces and nephews and family. So when you start to think about how to leverage not only your time, but your ability to make money, you've got to look at the resources and tools around us. What is that? The internet, right? The internet. Now, what happens on the internet? I've got kids who are, I don't know if they're Gen Z or they're, one's almost 18, the other one's 20. So I don't know what generation that is, but they were born on the internet. And I've had to acquire skills to use the different tools online. But what I discovered was, hey, if I'm going to leverage anything, it's going to be tenfold online, right? So that piqued my interest, and I started to get coaching around what that would look like, because obviously coming from a 9 to 5 world, how do we do that, right? How do we do that? And not only did thinking about going online help me to understand what leverage could look like, but when COVID happened or the pandemic, we could not even network outside and we had to go online. So also, when I thought about it, whenever I went to expos or conventions, I didn't meet everybody, I wanted to meet. And so if you have a couple of interesting tools that I can mention to you, you can reach more people. Like, for example, my digital business card, if you have an Apple iPhone, you can airdrop your business card to uh, all the iPhones in where you are. If you're at a convention or an expo or a conference, and they have to choose whether to accept it or not. But believe me, there's no way you're going to walk around and network with everybody at that event, right? So when you think about it, we've got to just get into the possibilities that are online. So that's why we have this club. This club is educate your space. How do you take your knowledge and turn it into a business that is all around you and leverage your skills using online tools? All right. Now, in order to do that, I'm having a challenge called the Customer Acquisition Challenge, because the number one thing that you do have to do, although we'd love to be automated and all those things, you're first going to have to learn how to, crawl, walk, run, swim on the internet. You're going to have to learn how to connect with people, build relationships, and then formulate partnerships, all the things that it takes, several iterations of yourself to do, which that's realistic, right? So this challenge is coming up in January. The the formal dates are January 5th to the 12th. However, by getting in today, we are already working on exactly what I'm talking about inside of our Facebook group. Okay. I've had a Facebook group dedicated to women entrepreneurs who are building businesses online. And in that group, we're already um, de deconstructing like how we communicate, or how visible we are online. Okay. Some people go online, they're strictly voyeurs. They just scroll. They don't say anything. They don't, participate. So, where are you in that? And it's using the tools as a communication tool versus entertainment tool. Okay. And so if you get in, by getting in now, you are, first of all, getting one of the coveted spots, because the price is so crazy for this class that I definitely want to, pour into each and every person. And that's why I limited it to 10 spots. And so there are a few spots available. And that way, we can really concentrate on the people who are in the challenge. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about what you'll get in the challenge, and definitely take a look at the landing page, see if it resonates with you, because the first thing you're going to have to learn how to do is connect, and connecting is the most important thing. If I can teach you about myself and how I made $2,700 my first year online, then you're going to see how, while holding a job, it's possible. It's possible, and $2,700 literally could be a one package deal for whatever you do. It could also be broken up into other offers, all totaled together to whatever number is in your path. But in my path, that first year, I made $2,700, and this uh, was this was 3 years ago. I started online coaching 4 years ago, and then I started actually signing up clients 3 years ago. And so that was the beginning, and it was fantastic. And the reason why it's fantastic is because I was working from home. I was using the online tools. I was connecting with people. I was able to provide valuable service, and I was able to get paid. Okay. I didn't have to get into my car. I didn't have to commute. I didn't have to show up somewhere, and I didn't have to spend 4 to 8 hours um, in order to achieve the goal. Okay. So this is what I want to share with you. If you have not started providing your voice out there as a resource, this challenge is for you. You need to start providing your voice and your talents as a resource. Now, let me talk about some of the myths that I hear all the time. I work with women who say, well, you know, I'm not known out there. I wasn't known either. It's not you someone is looking for. They're looking for the result that you're able to provide. So, first and foremost, what result are you coming to are you putting on the table, right? Whatever result you have to put on the table, that's what your audiences are seeing and choosing for themselves as um, a need or not. That's what they're choosing. And so I want to really emphasize to you that, there's no way to just get into the mind of someone who needs what it is that you have. You just have to provide the opportunity. Okay. So another myth is, okay, what if the opportunity is, not exactly what they want? You can't, you cannot provide a list of opportunities. It's one opportunity. So it's one result. Okay. So, for example, this challenge is on how to turn cold audiences to hot leads, right? That's it. Now, I do have implementation offers of other kinds. I help everyday people organize and structure courses. I help you launch your teaching business. That's what I do. And so if that's you, I do help you with that. But I'm talking about the acquisition challenge. Why? The acquisition challenge is definitely a needed um, skill. Someone was in the room a few nights ago, and this has happened several times. I've talked to people throughout the different platforms I'm on, and they'll talk about how they still have a course or a book on their hard drive or in their Google Docs folder, someplace where it's not getting the light of day. Okay. We need to do something about that. We need to make sure that what you have on your hard drive, in your Google Docs, um, as a manuscript is getting the light of day, folks, right? If you have ideas and products that are not getting the light of day, that means your visibility is the issue. So, what we're going to cover in the customer acquisition challenge is number one, getting to know your avatar, getting to know your ideal client. Because the reason why you're asking about, well, what about the opportunity, and what about the fact that I'm not known, and what about if the opportunity is not right? You need to find out what your audience needs, and that's where the research comes in. And then on your side, what about your visibility? Where are you showing up? How often are you showing up? Are you showing up? So these will help you. These um, all of these points will help you to understand what it takes. So I'm going to go over the steps, the secrets. It's a secret because it's like it if you were looking for it, you might see it, but I definitely had to have coaches. Okay. I definitely had to have coaches because you're going to get wise counsel. You're going to get someone with proven results, somebody who's been through it, somebody who, has what you want. So for sure. And that's why it's kind of a secret, because it's like, if you're not in that community, you may not find out this information. So I can honestly tell you that um, it's, though the visibility aspect and the research, your client, our ideal customer, avatar, piece, both of those are very much a part of why the results are not there. Okay. Because it's not just showing up online, having a profile online. It's what are you doing with that profile, with that account, with that with the tools. What are you doing with the tools? And so I hope I've shed a little bit of light right now on what you're going to be getting in the challenge, why it's important, and what the problem really is. Okay, and so let me just take a look around to see if anybody's here and joining us. I'm going to add so for my digital business card, I have a digital business card, and that digital business card does have resources on it. Not sure if I can add, I'm going to add it to the chat, but upon the replay, I'm not clear if you're able to get the business card. But in order to access my digital business card, just go to my profile, go to, let's see, where on my profile is it? Good question. On my profile, my digital business card is Okay, I need to add it. So I have DM me course to book a call. Oh, there it is. Okay. My digital business card, Dominique10k.com. There you go. That's it, guys. Okay. So my digital business card is Dominique10k.com. That's my digital business card. So go ahead at any time, check out the resources on that digital business card, and also check out the details of this challenge. And I will hopefully see you in one of the spots and welcome you into the group. And I will see you in the next room.